Recording is on.
Hello, this is Ralph Punter of Teachers for Intermediaries. I'm the Senior Business Development Manager. The purpose of this presentation is to run through our complex prime proposition for your more complex clients. We'll take a high-level run through these four key areas that might be the reason for the complexity, either income, timing, property. Throughout that could be age, and also in the background is interest only, which I'll cover. First of all, with regard to income, obviously because of COVID challenges, we're seeing many incomes now being impacted. Maybe clients have been through furlough, maybe they're self-employed and they've taken government scheme funds. I'm not going to concentrate too much on those. If you do have queries on those, then by all means, please give us a call. Because the more complex areas of income that we're going to focus on briefly could be around income from rental, trust income or maintenance. Bonuses, commissions and overtime, we've continued to run standard policy by taking up to 60% and sometimes more. So if you have a client that we do need to use some of those variable incomes, then give us a call. Where it gets more complex is maybe we've got clients have got wealth in the background in the form of either a pension fund, SIP fund, investment portfolio that they've not drawn monies from. But to help with affordability, what we can do is look at monetizing those investments. What I mean by that is creating an income from them. So an example could, we've got a lucky client with a £1 million SIP fund. We can take 5% of that, so £50,000, and turn that into income, or make it income. If it doesn't need to have drawn on that, and he doesn't need to be drawing on it, on evidence that he's going to be drawing on that from day one. We will need confirmation from the wealth manager that the vehicle can pay out and it's sustainable. But we'll also need confirmation from the client that they'd be willing to do so. So if we've got for example, a retired couple, they've got a state pension, maybe they've got a bit of company pension, but they've got wealth in the background, that's where we may be able to help. If they're looking at, looking to borrow more money, they want to buy a holiday home or improve their home, or maybe they want to give some money out to kids and grandkids to help them onto the housing market. Other area of complexity is going to be self-employed. We generally take the average of the last 2 years' salary and dividends, but we can, and we do look at the accounts to see if we can derive any further income, maybe from retained net profits or shareholder funds. So if you get self-employed, we need to deliver a flexible approach, then please give us a call. Next area of complexity or solution is around timing. This is, in effect, is an alternative to bridging. Basically, we're offering a 1 to 5 year term mortgage with no redemption penalty, can be on interest only. Typical scenario being we've got a client that has a home, but he's found his dream home. He wants to buy that, but he's not really ready to actually sell the property he's currently got. So whereas a bridge is normally only 12 months, and as soon as you complete on that, you've got to worry about the exit strategy. A solution we're offering is a longer term, which buys the client more time to actually decide when they want to sell, or even if they want to sell, they may decide to convert to a let to buy. It may also be the case that the client has got wealth in the background, so they may have investment or pension pots in the background, not ready to cash in just yet because of either tax penalties or it's just not the right time. But if we need a sort of 2 or 3 year term to let the client actually decide when it's right for them to cash in and redeem their mortgage. Just to point out, again, they need to fit affordability and they do need to make a monthly payment. I mentioned interest only a number of times already, so it runs through our complex prime proposition. We're looking really for the more affluent client who has options. When we calculate monthly payments on an interest-only mortgage, we do calculate it on interest only. And that sounds pretty obvious, but actually a majority of lenders, even if they're doing an interest-only mortgage, they will calculate the monthly payments on capital repayment. So keep that in mind, because we're slightly different there. So interest only is a great facility, especially if clients are looking for a shorter term mortgage, or they've got vehicles in the background that they will use to repay the mortgage at the end of the term. If it's sale of property, we need £500,000 of equity, but we can use investment vehicles such as stocks and shares portfolio, SIP pot, or investment pot, or maybe they've got equity in other property. Talking about property, we're seeing a lot of scenarios of unusual and mixed-use property. Because of COVID, people are really sort of looking at how they want to live, where they want to live. They need more rooms. Obviously, we're probably all working from home as I'm recording this and you're watching this video. So we get a lot of inquiries for people are buying, let's say, for example, what used to be a farm, got 20 acres, and it's got a number of outbuildings. The family can live in the farmhouse that is. No immediate plans for the fields. Maybe they use it to have a kickabout. But what they might do with the outbuildings is maybe they're going to start thinking about converting them into maybe for personal office use, or maybe even holiday let usage or buy-to-let. So anything that's a bit strange and unusual, an unusual property you've not come across before, then please give us a call. Include us in your plans for that. We also look at properties where, let's say, for example, we've got a 3-story property. The ground floor is commercial, not food or drink, unfortunately, but maybe it's an office. Maybe it's I don't know. We've come on with a hardware store on the ground floor, and 2 floors above we lived in by our clients, and we took security over the whole freehold. Key thing there was the main residential footprint was at least 40%. So if you've got anything unusual about the property scenario or income, an amalgamation of both of those, and their older clients that want interest only, then give us a call. You've got the contact details there up on the screen. I encourage you to give us a call or send us emails with any of your weird and wacky and complex cases. Thank you very much for your time today, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much.